unpredictable, programmable. It's The Sims. Hey there, sport. What's all the racket?
It's fusion, Daddy. The key to a cleaner burning fuel resides in this.
The Sims. It's a new game every...
This is Sonny the Tragic Clown. He was first introduced in Sims Living Large and would show up in the player's house when they were depressed and owned a picture of Sonny. His purpose was to cheer up players when they were down, but he would always fail at doing so, and he quickly became more of a living hell to deal with as he kept on making the players more depressed. He was basically made to be more of an obstacle to deal with, as he was basically a sad dipshit who woke you up in the middle of the night trying to talk to you. He was well known in the community for being really creepy and eerie, but in general, the Sims Living Large, or Sims 1 in general, had a lot of creepy moments, which inspired folks to write a story about him. The main one being a creepypasta, which is known as... The story starts off with the narrator talking about his experience as being a kid playing The Sims. And let me just say now that the kid is fucking demented. The story starts off with him playing and talking about how this all started when he was in 6th grade and was up late at 10:30 p.m. Playing his rich family save. But got bored and played his new save, which he made the family to be purposely miserable. He had them set to red need bars on everything. He forced the parents to fight, I think fight each other for no fucking reason. Then he had the kid locked in a room with nothing but a bookshelf to see if he would actually read a book due to cabin fever. Like I said, this kid is fucked up. But as the days progressed, he got a message saying, the narrator doesn't know what to do with him, as he thought it was just another punching bag, so he has the family abuse him. Yeah, like I said, he's very fucking demented. So they would slap him, mock him, and like basically bully him to the point where, you know, it was just like too much. Soon the narrator gets bored and he gets annoyed with him staying there, so he tries to get rid of him by increasing the bullying and having the family hit him more. But Sonny never left, so he set off a rocket in the house and caused a fire. The narrator removes all the doors in the house and has the family locked inside. He watches as the house burns down with a sadistic smile as each one of the characters drop one by one. He goes on to mention how the Sims look at him as if they were pleading, as if they knew that he did this, but he didn't really budge, he didn't really care, so he just kept on watching. And once they all died, he noticed Sonny being burnt alive. He was more erratic than the rest, more insane. He looked at the narrator with the depressed, angry, and hateful look in his eyes as he just stares. Soon his game takes a screenshot of him burning, because the game usually takes screenshots of important moments, and was captioned with "Got that darn clown." He tried to delete the picture, but the game froze, and at this point the narrator stopped like being a sadistic evil fuck and got scared, and he tried to turn off the computer. So he went under his desk and rebooted the PC. Once the PC starts up, he opens Sims again, but as he loaded the game up, it didn't have any of the conga music that usually accompanies the main menu. But as he loaded back into his save, it was just a blank map. So he tries going to the family's house, the one that he just burnt down, and there was nothing there. Only tombstones and a picture of Sonny the Clown. That was the only thing that survived the house fire and was looking down at someone. At this point, the narrator switches save to go back to his main save file, because it was getting a bit much for him at this point. As he loads his other save, he talks about how the house he made for his rich family was set up to be a replica of his real life home. And when he loaded up a save, a message popped up saying, the narrator clicks close and ignores the messages, and he goes on with the Sims' day while still unsettled. As night approached, he made the Sims go to bed, and as soon as the Sims went to bed, the message popped up again. Now completely freaked out, the narrator decides to get some sleep and get off the game. He leaves the PC running as he heads to bed. He mentions how he was restless, on edge, and all he kept thinking about was what had just happened, saying that maybe if he left it running as he slept, it would just go away. Now, I'm not sure if he forgot to write down or mention it, as I get confused reading this part, but I'm just going to assume that the next day had just arrived and he went to go find info about his situation. After no info, he decides to play the game again. So the next night in game, he gets the message saying one more day. As he closed the message, he sees that the TV is now displaying Sonny the Clown. And now that there was a picture hanging on his wall in game of Sonny. He also said that outside the bush looked like a clown wig. So he sells the picture for $1 and goes on about his Sims day. Soon as night fell and the Sims were asleep, a message popped up, this time saying, soon as that message popped up, he couldn't do anything. He tried to edit the house, but it wouldn't let him. That's when Sonny arrived. He went and kidnapped the 2 children that were outside playing by putting them in a bag. The narrator tried his best to get the parents to save the kids, but they wouldn't move. As soon as Sonny took the kids, he left. The parents then ran outside, and once they got out, they screamed in horror over the missing kids. Soon they began to cry, and this caused the narrator to get off the game and take a break and use the restroom. Once he came back, his characters were gone. The mother, the father, both nowhere to be found. But a random Sim was now at his house with his name, and soon the music played. He made the Sim run inside and hide in the back corner of the house. But Sonny, instead of going inside with him, decides to walk around the house to the window next to where his character was in the house. But as soon as Sonny got closer to the window, the narrator could hear footsteps outside his house. He can hear how the crunching of leaves and grass getting closer to his window as Sonny got closer in game to his character. He arrives at the window. The narrator looks at the blinds, too scared to open it, and then the narrator gets up and leaves. He runs to his parents' bedroom and spends the night there. The next day he wakes up and runs into his brother, and his brother asks him why he left the computer on. And that's when the narrator remembers that he had saved a picture from the screenshot from earlier. So he goes back to his room, turns on his computer again, and hit paste to see what the picture was. And the picture was of Sonny the Clown with an evil, wicked looking grin, razor sharp teeth, staring back at the narrator. The narrator moves on and stops playing Sims. He focuses on other things in life, and it's been a couple of years, and recently he said he logged back in to go look at his old save file and see what's become of it and see if it was still there. And when he loads in, the house that he had with his rich family, his favorite one, was now brand new, like as if it was vacant, and his family was nowhere to be seen. They weren't dead, there was no tombstones, there was no even any acknowledgement of them existing. So he goes to the family that he tortured in the first place that started all of this. As he goes there, it's just a big empty field. No remains of like the burnt house or anything. No portrait of Sonny the Clown. Just tombstones saying the names. So that's the story of Sonny the Clown. Well, at least the Creepypasta one at least. I won't lie, I got lost near the end there. Like, not really near the end, more like towards the middle, where he said that he left his computer on and goes to sleep because he kind of just, like, he says he goes to sleep, but then casually mentions how, like, he went to go look for, like, online for help, or, like, asked his brother and stuff about the clown, but he never mentions, like, that he wakes up or not. So I couldn't tell if he was talking about if he was sleeping in the game or in real life. But either way, that's kind of where it got me confused. But yeah, I like the story. It's pretty well written. It was pretty good, especially for the time it was made in. But I will say, I feel like the narrator is way more fucked up than the clown. Because the clown doesn't burn or torture the family. What he does is he just takes the kids and then he just chases the player. That's basically it. But overall, this was longer than usual. I would have uploaded sooner, but I had work during the weekends. And I also kind of fell down the stairs the other day. So it's looking... That's what held me back. But yeah. I like the story. It's pretty good. Really enjoyed it. And I wanted to say I appreciate you guys, your guys' support on the last video. I really do. I really do like this type of content, and I'm thinking of like completely changing towards storytelling videos. Not personal storytelling videos, but like, you know, creepypasta storytelling videos. And I like it a lot because like I'm very new to creepypasta. Like I never really indulged much of creepypasta other than like Ben Drown, The Theater, or Slenderman and Jeff the Killer. I really didn't look at anything else outside of that. But yeah, it's gonna be fun talking about these type of stuff, and I really want to do more. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed, and have a good one.